This is what Jesus looked like, as is evidenced by the divine glow behind me. Very short and informal video. Today I'm just going to talk about something I read from the Bible today. It's the very beginning of Matthew when Jesus is tempted in the desert. The section immediately before this is Jesus being baptized by John the Baptist. This is the beginning of Jesus' ministry. It is the official beginning of him going to preach the gospel about being the Son of God, the Beatitudes, and all that. It has to start with the baptism. Of course, there's that one time where he turns the water to wine before that, but that's sort of unofficial. This officially marks the beginning of his baptism. And once he's baptized, it says that the Spirit comes down and says, "This is my beloved Son in whom I am well pleased." The Spirit of God, or the Holy Spirit, comes down upon Jesus, and God himself announces that. So this is a very high and momentous occasion because it's the beginning of his ministry. And what happens immediately afterward? He's tempted by the devil. He's tempted by Satan. And if he gives in to the temptations, everything that just started would have been ruined. How many times has that happened to you? I know it's happened to me plenty of times. There were times in my short YouTube journey where I had the potential to network with people way above me. There were times where I had the opportunity to keep on going and keep on building subscribers because I had a lot of momentum. There were times where I had a potential partnership for someone with over 1,000 subscribers, and it seemed like it was going great, and I blew it. And I'm sure that's happened to you many times where an opportunity practically falls on your lap and you still screw it up somehow. It happens to everyone. The lesson to be gained from this is that even when you're doing great, even in your highest and mightiest moment, you could still fall low the next moment. It could have happened to Jesus. He could have given in, and then what would have happened then? He wouldn't have fulfilled his destiny. But Jesus doesn't give in to the temptations, and he continues his ministry. But the focus is not the temptations. I barely mentioned the temptations. The focus is the placement. The focus is that he's tempted right after his ministry is announced and right after the Spirit of God comes down on him. That's why the timing is important. My recommendation with this is going to be the same recommendation I usually give you with the Bible and Christianity, and that's don't focus too much on it. If you're a beginner and you're still in the degenerate phase, you're still at the beginning of self-improvement. The Bible is really good at teaching you what to do and why to do it. In my opinion, not very good at teaching you how to do it. In my opinion, Buddhism is better for teaching you how to do it. Buddhism and Stoicism. If you're at the beginning of your self-improvement journey, please, really don't emphasize this a lot, because then whenever you have whenever you have an accomplishment, you're going to be like, oh, I could mess it up at any moment. And maybe for some people that's helpful, but for the people at the beginning, I'd say not really. I'd say it's really not helpful. It's just going to make you paranoid and needlessly worried. So if you're new to your journey, don't really focus on it too much. I'd say, in my opinion, this was just an interesting story to keep in the back of your mind and maybe think about one day. That's all for today's video. Very short one. See you around. Lewis out.